Now in this section we'll look at the style of your report, making it fit the audience. Now this is important for checking the manuscript. You have to make sure the author has used the correct style and also you yourself in your report. So let's look at the manuscript part. It's got to match the journal and its readers, so be familiar with the journal guidelines. Maybe look at some sample papers to see the style, because the language and the content might be different if the journal is generalist versus specialist, or academic versus mixed for non-academic too, or just one discipline versus many disciplines. The people from the many disciplines may not understand the very technical language. Or international versus national, or if the readers are expected to be novices versus experts. In your peer review report, check you know the level of knowledge of the authors and what their likely English proficiency is. You can tell from their actual article. So then you can make your language suit the authors. So my advice is to use plain English, and this means using short sentences, avoiding very technical words in your field, so avoid jargon, and use familiar words or the full version, so also avoid strange abbreviations. So here cap should be capsule. Avoid long pre-noun modifying word chains. Now that itself is an example because the noun is chains, but there's many modifiers before it. So put the full form, long chains of modifying words before a noun. Avoid hiding verbs inside nouns. So instead of I have a recommendation, just say I recommend. And you can say I and you to make the report more interactive and meaningful, and use the active voice. And avoid over politeness, because then it's too many words and the author doesn't know what you want. Now, a clue is not using the command form and using lots of past tense forms. The further away from command or present tense is being too polite. So I had been wondering if you minded writing something. This is better just as please write. Or you might want to start thinking about, this is an optional change, and you can just say please consider. Avoid phrasal verbs, because the meaning of the words together are not the same meaning as the words separately. So pull off has a special meaning, meaning to succeed or manage, or you can say pull off something from the internet, meaning you download it. And also pull off sounds a bit too informal. And avoid idioms that have a specific meaning in English. So if you think someone has bitten off too much, it's not really about biting. It means that they've been too ambitious. Avoid biased language, and in formal writing, your report is still formal, so don't put can't and won't. Put the full form, cannot and will not.